This guy ain't been bothering me for a few days, and the fella says to me, talk about it anyways. So I'm going to. I had an officer of the law come into the store the other day, and I was like, oh, praise to be the new Wimbian god. I've been waiting for this moment. He buys his stuff, and I'm like, can I ask you a question? And he's like, sure. And I pull out my pocket parrot, and he like buffs up, and he's like, hey, what's all this then? And I explained to him about how I'm a loser and I have no life or no friends or really no purpose. So I make videos and I put them on the internet so that the world can judge me as they see fit. And he's like, I don't think that's a good idea. And I was like, man, it's not like I'm going to ask you a stupid question. And he's like, oh, what are you going to ask? And I was like, well, I want to know why it's not cool to smoke weed anymore. And he goes on to explain to me that in my day, oh, those were his words. His words were in your day because he was pointing at me. You get where I'm going. He says in my day, and he didn't have their names, and I don't have their names. I think Brad Norwell or something like that. The guy from Sublime. He brought up the fact that we watched the guy from Sublime die. We watched the guy from Blind Melon die. We watched the entire Seattle scene implode on itself. Scott Weiland spent more time in rehab than he did in the studio. We were afraid of hard drugs. Yeah, Cobain was too high to know he had a kid. We didn't want that. We had the fear of hard drugs put into us. Chemical madness. Well, then on the other side of the scale, we had a guy in Cypress Hill talking about how he's Dr. Green Thumb and we should all come along and take a hit from the bong. As far as society went, we were a slower pace. You didn't have to make sure that every minute of every day had meaning. Languid. Languidly we lived. You flash forward to nowadays, and Lady Gaga's on national TV talking about how she likes to do coke because it inspires her musically. You got Johnny Rapstar on TV. He's got a big car, a big house, a bunch of hookers, and a giant swimming pool. Hey, he ain't talking about nickel and dime bags. I mean, as far as the societal effect goes, we're now in a world where if you sit back and relax for 5 minutes, you just lost out on the next thing. Everything's now. It's faster. Diddy Mao! Diddy Mao! Mao! You do Mao! Marijuana does not necessarily reflect that lifestyle. Wherein it did mine when I was younger. And, you know, what's happening in somebody's mind nowadays is a lot faster. It's a lot quicker. Meth and all them funny little chems, they make your body feel like your brain does. And I was like, I couldn't have scripted a better answer. And I was like, why won't you say that on camera? I'm gonna hit the record button. I'm gonna ask you the exact same question. And he gets all like puffed up again, and he's like, how do I know you're not gonna edit it? And I was like, fella, I'm not trying to pull one over here on you. It's just not even going to get halfway through the interview and name drop Rodney King. And he was like, who's that? I was like, huh? And he was like, what? I put my pocket parrot away and I was like, maybe it's better I don't interview you. I don't get it. I wish I thought of that. Christ, if I could come up with a theory like that, I'd want people to quote me. That's all I'm saying.